when it's time to put those pixels on your house, you want to space them apart. Now, a standard length of pixel is going to have about 30 centimeters, I believe, between each pixel. And so this gives you the option, depending on your mounting material, whether it be a Boscoyo strip, a matrix, or some kind of Coro prop, it gives you the option, some of these do, to space your pixels different distances apart. Common spacings we're going to see is 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. Of course, we Americans had to get in there somewhere and mess up the metric system that the pixels are manufactured with. And you might be asking yourself, how far apart should I put my pixels? Hi, I'm David Henry from Learn Christmas Lighting. The answer is, well, it depends, which is why we have a video here for this. Simply put, the closer that your house is to the street, and the closer that pixel is then to the eye of the watcher, the closer you want to have your pixels together. Now, how close overall visually you put your pixels together really is up to you. The closer you put your pixels together, the more high def any video or animations you put across it is going to look. But if you go from 2 inch to 1 inch spacing, you literally double your pixel count, which means twice the power supplies, twice the wires, almost twice the setup. Not quite, because you don't have to put out as many strips, but it's going to cost a lot more. And so I'm always looking, when I'm thinking about my pixel pitch and when I'm talking to people about getting the pixel pitch right on their homes, the number one thing I say is go test it. For me, I found that a 2 inch pitch across most of my house was perfect. And if I had gone with that 1 inch pitch, I would have to have double the pixels. Not only that, but when we think about the percentage that we're running our pixels at, most of us aren't running them at 100%. That means if we run them at 50%, we only get half the resolution in the fade up and fade down, and so it can only technically be about half as smooth. Now, you may or may not care about this. You may just be like, okay, David, I just want the lights to flash, and so whatever, stop watching this video and disregard it. But if you space your pixels a little bit further apart, say 2 inch, 3 inch, especially if they're further away from the viewer's eyes, you're able to actually run those pixels brighter, at a brighter percentage than if you had them closer together. It's just kind of a visual thing that our eyes work around. It's a trick, you know. If the pixels are closer together, you got to make them less bright because your eye's looking at the overall amount of light across the whole house. So, how far should you put your pixels apart? Well, I recommend, like I did on my house, that most people start with at least a 2 inch pitch. Maybe some elements, if you have a matrix on your house, maybe that element will be at 1 inch. But then maybe you take your house outline or the top of your roof, because that's further away from people. Maybe you make that 3 inch. The point is, in today's modern sequencing programs, whether you're using X-Lights, Vixen, or something else, you can set the pitch to whatever you want. You can drag it out over your house. You can modify it at any time. And so the beautiful part about this is you're not really locked in. So my best recommendation is try some things. Test it out. See if you really have to have the pixels as close together as you thought. Because if you could spread them out further apart, not only can you run them at a higher level, but you also have to put out less pixels, which then saves you money and saves you time. And that's what we're here for. If you want more information about creating a stress-free pixel light show, head over to LearnChristmasLighting.com, where I'm going to have more articles and information for you to learn. And be sure to subscribe here on YouTube, then I'll see you in our next video. Thanks.